Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Michael and Lauren at the coffee house discussing Phyllis being alive. And Michael doesn't want people to find out, but unfortunately, we already know that Jack and Carl ran their mouths. And Lauren suggests that maybe Phyllis didn't do it willingly. Then we see Carl find Summer outside sitting on a bench and they discuss not spending the night together. Apparently, Summer spent it in another room and Carl tells her to stop shutting him down and shutting her out everyone. Then inside the Abbott house, we see Ashley and Diane almost bump into each other. And then we move to the Newman and we see Vick and Nick discuss her happy mood. And Nikki wonders whether it has anything to do with Nate. Then we see Audra rolls up on Nate in the park with coffee. Nate ignores her, but then Nate confronts her for sending Elena to LA to get her heart broken and believes that Audra has everything to do with it. Then we go back to the Abbott house and Diane brags that they will be family soon, so Ashley needs to drop the attitude. It was in demand. Ashley says that we will never be family, and Diane brags how she will be free soon. So Ashley questions what is she up to? Why is she so confident? Then outside we see Carl questions why Summer is still distant, and he thought it was because of his mom possibly killing his mom, but now that they know that's not true, why is she still distant? Then we go back to Newman and Vick changed the topic and from her and Nate, and then vent about Victor handing Adam McCall and regrets giving up on McCall. Nikki tells her to give it up. She needs to stop being like her father. When she doesn't get her way, she does whatever to anyone with no regards. Back at the park, Audra pretends like it wasn't her intention to hurt Elena and plant the seed in her head. And Nate tells her to stop pretending she didn't send Elena out there. Audra then tells him to let go. It's for the best for everyone. He needs to let Elena go. Audra says that she knows what Nate is up to, and he is making power play to be in a bigger role or position at Newman, suggesting that Nate is sleeping his way to the top. Then Audra continues to play mind games with Nate, and Nate lets her know that the connection with Vick is strong and real, and Audra admits that she had an attraction to Nate. Nate asks if that's the reason why she sent Elena to LA. Is it that she wanted to get Elena out the way so that she can roll in? Back at Newman, Nikki accuses Vick of not having any conscience and being just like Victor. Nikki asks if she thought about Elena. Vick then gets into her mood and gets up to leave, because clearly she cannot defend her action. Back at the coffee house, we see Lauren and Michael continue to talk, and Lauren is thrilled that Phyllis is alive, but she's also mad that Phyllis did it to them. Michael believes Phyllis did it to subject Diane to the same pain she went through when Diane left, because remember when Diane left, when she pretended she was dead, she left Phyllis, Ashley and Nikki all as suspects for her death. Then we see Summer meets up with Chance at the Jazz Lounge and tells Chance that she heard a rumor. And Chance says that he heard. Chance says that he doesn't trust Jack and Diane, and he thinks that they are doing it to get Diane off. Chance thinks that it's a scheme and tells Summer not to get her hopes up and develop false hope that her mom is alive, and so does Christine. Summer asks what would happen to her mom if she did come back and it is true. Then we see Audra kind of admits to Nate that that's what she did, but she says that she can't compete with Victoria, so she's backing off. Audra says she wants Nate to see her as an ally and not an enemy. Nate says that you want something in return, right? Audra wants her job to be secure as Nate will move up the ranks. Then we see Chan says that he doesn't want to mess with Summer's emotions, so he's not gonna tell her what's gonna happen. And Summer tells him to say it. Chance tells her not to play the outcome in her mind and just forget about it. Back at the Abbott house, Diane brags that there won't be a trial, and Tucker comes down and Ashley asks to go for a walk because she's pissed and tired of Diane. Then Diane was about to tell her about Phyllis. She almost slips but holds it and says that she looks forward to the day when Ashley will be eating humble pie. Then we go back and we see Summer confronts Danielle for stabbing their mom in the back at the athletic club, and Danielle says that she should be grateful that he kept her name out of it. And Summer calls him out for going to Jack. Danielle says that he didn't know that Jack was gonna tell anyone, and also that he doesn't take orders from Summer. Then we go to Newman. We see Nate and Vick in the office talk about where their relationship should go. Then he just kisses her, and Vick is surprised by the kiss. And Nate says that their connection can't be denied. And they start talking about taking off clothes. Then we see Nick knocks on the door. Back at the coffee house, Michael says that they have to find Phyllis and bring her home. Michael thinks that Phyllis is laying low, keeping her options open, and Lauren is disappointed by the stunt. Michael says that everyone will get past it when Phyllis does come back because they've done that before. Lauren asks what his next move would be and says that will it be hard to find Phyllis. Then we see Victoria opens the door and invites Nick in, and Nate leaves. Nick vents to Vic that Nate is playing her and says that he is too ambitious, and says that why are they constantly making out in the office? Don't they have somewhere else to go? Nick, the first time you did it with Sally was in Newman's office. You're a hypocrite. Shut up. Vic says that she doesn't care. She needs people like Nate around if he's ambitious. And Nick questions if that was a dig at him, saying that he's not pulling his weight. Then we see Summer is pissed, says that everyone now knows. And Daniel says that he didn't expect Jack to run tell everyone. And they go off on each other. And then Kyle comes over and interrupts. Then we see Ashley and Tucker discuss Diane. And Ashley doesn't want to give Diane any more of her energy. And then we see back at Newman, Vic tells Nick that it's not always about him. And Nick accuses Vic of using the office for personal activities. Nick calls Vic and says that he is not a saint. He has no right to say that to her. Nick brings up seeing Elena and how hurt she was last night, and Vic says she has remorse, but Nate makes her feel respected. Then we see Kyle at the athletic club. Kyle says Summer shouldn't blame Danielle, she should blame Phyllis. Then we go back to coffee house and Michael is on the phone with the investigator and says that he has a big braid. Then we go back to the office and Nick and Vic discuss her pattern of problematic men and she lists them out, and Vic tells him to stop. It's no one's business. Vic says that her eyes are open and she wants to do anything she wants to do. Nick should back off and hold his thoughts. Then we see Nate comes off the elevator and he sees Audra is outside the office lingering, thinking that it's Nate and Victoria in there. And when she sees Nate, she is busted. Then we see he just walks by her. Then we see Summer says that her yelling was because of guilty feelings that she has. And we see her and Kyle leave. And Kyle questioned why she didn't tell him about meeting up with Daniel and says that they keep shutting each other out. So Summer is not feeling it and she runs off again. Then we see Michael tells Lauren that someone is collecting Phil's life insurance and he has the address where it's going to. And he is about to text Jack to tell him about him. Thanks for watching. Bye.